being waited on. Yeah, yeah. So it says that we're live. I'm not quite sure what we just watched, but yeah. Started off with a nice, fresh 4th of July barbecue. That was interesting. I got Zach and Jeff here, and Shannon will be here shortly. And yeah, how y'all doing in the chat tonight? Are y'all happy about what we just watched? Because I don't know if I'm too happy about what we just watched. So let's start with you, Zach. What are your thoughts on tonight's episode, man?
There's not much of a King's Landing to rule over now. I mean, I think things can get rebuilt, but everything happened that I thought would happen, plus more. I didn't think she would actually turn and just be like, F it, let's just barbecue everybody. That actually surprised me.
It didn't surprise me. Once they killed Masande, that was it.
Yeah, it's just I had high hopes, man. Like I was hoping that once they rang the bells that she would have been like, all right, cool, it's done. Let me go roast. I was hoping that she would go up there and just roast Cersei and then we'd call it a day, right?
That's what I thought she was going to do. Right.
Yeah, they had that moment where they focused in on her and you could see she was thinking it over, and then she just,
Man. So she barbecues Varys, but she lets Tyrion live. And of course, she doesn't do anything to Jon because she loves Jon, but she lets Tyrion live. Like, I mean, she knows everybody betrayed her, but only one person got barbecued out of the whole situation. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, we could see how this could have turned out the way it did. But just going through and like destroying the city and like just discriminately or killing everybody indiscriminately, including, obviously she was roasting her own soldiers at that point. It's just kind of like, come on, man.
Didn't matter who was on the ground. It was just barbecue.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So before we really get into that thing, something happened in this episode. Something happened in this episode that was so fucking pointless to me. Why was there a fight between Euron and Jaime? Where? Exactly. Why? Yeah. What is the point of that fight? That was the most pointless battle I've ever seen in my Game of Thrones life. What is that?
Yeah, that was literally pointless. I even pointed out to my wife when we were watching, and I was like, "Why are they fighting?"
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I turned to my wife twice and I said, "Jaime should have bled out by now." Like, there's no, like, I understand adrenaline and everything, but yeah.
I mean, I liked it once the fire hit the ship and he went flying. That was a good ending for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why bring him back just to have him die again? That was pointless. I completely agree. That was a pointless.
I mean, nobody. I don't think anybody in the Game of Thrones universe predicted Euron and Jaime scrapping. Like, that was just not even in the cards. Nah. It served no plot purpose or nothing like that. It's like the writers just made this stuff up as they went. Like, this episode, like, people have been complaining all season about the writing, and I kind of saw it start to break down last week, but this week was a complete breakdown in writing for me, man. Some of the stuff that happened in this episode, I'm just like, excuse me. I'm just like, why? What is the purpose of the stuff happening in this episode? It just seems dumb to me.
Yeah.
The Clegane Bowl was like Tech Examiner here I thought it was good. I mean, I figured they both would die, but it was good. Yeah.
It was all right. I mean, I think that ending was kind of anticlimactic with him and them falling both off the dang stairwell or whatever. But I mean, but then let's get to the most irritating death in the whole series. I've waited 2 or 3 years to see this woman die, and that's how Cersei died? Really? We're gonna bury her alive? No,
I can't remember. Does Game of Thrones follow the regular TV? No. If you don't see them die, you can't assume that they're dead. I mean, I think
they're dead.
They're dead, right?
Even on the post-episode recap, they were saying how Jaime knew it was over with, and he just wants to calm her down. They're dead. They're both dead.
Yeah, dude, it's very anticlimactic. I mean, in a sense, you could see how it's sort of a romantic or poetic way for them to go out together. But it's still very, like, not satisfying.
Lame.
It's a very lame way for her to go. It should have been Dragonfire. It should have been Arya. I mean, something.
I thought when Cersei was running around there by herself, I'm like, oh my gosh, she has no protection. Where are you at, Arya? Where are you at, Arya? And then she runs to the Jaime. I'm like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I'm just, like I said, that's like, I can even see, like, there's people, saying, like, it was a disappointing episode and things like that. And I get it. Some people can say that because it's like, dude, but man. Yeah, I'm just the whole thing didn't go down the way I thought it was going to go down.
No, I don't know if anything happened in this episode that where we thought it would besides the Game Bowl. I think that was the only thing that we figured that would happened the way that we thought it would. Everything else, it just seemed like they made up on the fly, and it just half of it made no sense.
Tyrion became useless there pretty much right at the beginning of the battle. Just kind of, I mean, what else is he going to do, right? He's going to stand there and watch it happen, right?
Yeah,
I mean, what is he going to do? But so that brings up a very interesting point for next week, because usually everything is over by the penultimate episode, but now we actually have plot lines going into next week. Daenerys, I still don't think Daenerys lives through the end of this. I think somebody's going to kill her, especially after this week. She has to die. I mean,
John's going to kill her because of what she did. She roasted.
But wait, that's the easy one. But
I know.
But do you guys? I believe there is now a path to Arya killing her.
Yeah. Oh man, if that happens, I'm going to throw a controller at my TV.
Why? I think so too, man. Why else would they show her?
They gave her the Night King, and it's just I don't know.
I still think they were showing her going through all that and like showing her experiencing all the death and all the tragedy and all the people and like everything that happened. They were doing that to set up the emotion for why she would do something. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, Arya said she's going to kill the queen. So there's only one queen left.
True.
My Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
There she is.
Hey, Shannon.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
You know, honestly,
I need a drink.
Honestly, Shannon, kind of disappointed with that episode, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I took notes.
I got notes too. I got notes too. So let's go. Let's break down your notes. What do you got, Shannon? What you got for us?
Oh my God, I have a billion things, but I think there were several disappointing moments for me. Just Kieran and Jamie getting in a fight, and then I felt like Jamie got wounded quite fatally.
Yeah.
Not in the way where he would have got up after. Honestly. Twice, yes.
Give me 30 seconds. Be right back.
And then, of course, the way that 1 second. I have several pages. I'm like, where was that one where I wrote down who died on where I was like, not impressed. Oh yeah. So if Jamie and Cersei have been collapsed upon, like the building is collapsed around them and killed them ostensibly, I'm not sure. Until we see a body, I guess we won't know. But if that's the way that they died, I feel pretty dissatisfied by that, because I was hoping for some sort of meeting of the two queens, and then maybe she just Dracarys's them, you know. But at least that's a thing, you know. Whereas them just fleeing, you know, it's sort of cowardly, but at the same time, it's also dissatisfying for the audience, in my opinion.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I was very dissatisfied with the way they went.
Like, there's no way after all the death and destruction that she caused over the 8 seasons of this show that she gets to run away and cower and get buried alive. That is just lame.
What a pleasant way to die in that circumstance. Like under the circumstances that could have happened. And then I also felt like the exits being blocked was a very convenient plot device. I don't know. I just felt that way. You know.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was a lame cop out by the writers. Like it seems like. Oh, go ahead.
You know what would have been better if Bronn showed up with the crossbow.
Oh, that's right. We still haven't seen what's happened to him.
Right?
Yeah, he's still in limbo.
Yeah, and Tyrion's still alive.
He's still alive. Yeah, he's alive. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he could theoretically pay him.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know, but yeah. Like, I agree. Over the past 2 or 3 episodes, besides the Battle of Winterfell, this season has been largely disappointing from a writing standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the writers have gotten extremely lazy. They really just are rushing to the end of the show, and we as fans are really getting screwed over. Like, there is the rare time of my life where I have to talk about a show's writing and being disappointed with it. But
if you so I watch a ton of different theory channels that are dedicated to Game of Thrones and theory this, theory that, behind the scenes this, right? So I probably watch 4 or 5 different channels all the time. And I think, didn't the books stop at season 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think the book
Okay.
stopped at 4.
So there, I should link you guys later on, but there's a really good analysis of how the writing has gone since then. But I mean that's what happens when you surpass the books, right? So
yeah.
I mean, but damn, man, they had so many possibilities, and then to do it like this, like wow.
Man, yeah, it's crazy, dude.
It's funny because a lot of people like actually stopped watching after the third episode because they didn't like what happened to the Night King. And
well, after I'll admit after that episode. Okay, so yes, I had to turn up the brightness on my television, whatever, and it was still a good episode, and I've come to accept that Arya killed the Night King because you can't always have it be John. That just becomes fan service. But it was just after the writing with that episode, and kind of going into episode 4 last week, I was like, you know what, I'm done, and I started reading some of the Reddit posts out there, and everything that I read about earlier this week happened tonight. So I'm confident knowing what's going to happen next week. If yeah.
I mean, I mean, truth be told, it's so anticlimactic now that it doesn't even matter what happens next week. To be honest with you.
Well, next week you're going to see the characters, whoever survived, whatever, come together and decide, how are we going to rebuild this new world, right? But we're going to see some other payoffs. We're going to find out, did she end up barbecuing Tyrion? Does are Jaime and Cersei actually dead? Well, probably, most likely yes. Euron's dead, obviously. What happens to Drogon? I mean, what do you do with the dragon?
Oh, dude, she's not gonna get a chance to kill Tyrion. She'll be dead long before you get to that point.
Yeah, I'm just calling it now. I think Jon is gonna kill Daenerys just out of, you didn't have to kill everybody.
No,
that's my big prediction.
No, that can't happen because still to this day, Jon Snow has done nothing of importance the entire damn series. So killing Daenerys does not happen.
He has.
What has he done?
Why are you so on this? He hasn't done anything.
He's done nothing. What has he done?
He's brought different groups together. He fought for the North.
Oh, Lord.
He's what?
No.
Is that nothing?
No.
Jon Snow has done nothing about as much as he knows. He's done about as much as he knows. I guess, right?
So there's no way they're gonna give him a big moment because they haven't given him really a big moment besides coming back to life from the dead. He's done nothing. No, I don't think he's gonna kill Daenerys. If anybody's gonna kill Daenerys, I truly believe it's gonna be Arya. I mean, it almost has to be at this point.
Man, I'll put money on it that it's Jon.
Ooh.
Do you want to put money on it?
Dude, I don't play in Zach's league, so absolutely not.
We don't got Zach's pockets.
No, but I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be Jon. Jon's too weak to kill anybody.
Yeah, man.
If it's Jon, can I come back here next week and say I told you so?
Sure, of course.
Can I just rub it in your face?
Yeah, you can do the whole Jon Prosser thing. Absolutely.
Listen, I'm not going to tell you that I was right.
But it's not my style, but I could do it for one night. I could do it for an hour. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude. I'm basically both me and my wife were just like, what the hell did we just watch? Like we were both so sad, so disappointed. Not in the as the episode so far, but more in Daenerys' reaction after the bells rang.
They really focused it on the families and the kids, To just really hit you right there.
Yeah,
they said we should have been ready for something that was going to be worse than the Battle of Winterfell. So,
and she barbecued everybody.
Man.
So Shannon, what other notes do you got? You said you had a few pages.
Well, on that note, I did write okay, first of all, okay, great, burn the city. I'm not in favor of that, but okay, fine, whatever. But why not immediately, as soon as those bells rang, I would have been like, oh, great, they're surrendering. I'm going to go to the castle right now with this huge dragon. And if she wants to destroy the castle, whatever, destroy the castle then. Or for me, I would have preferred that she lands on the castle and then goes and sees.
That's what I thought was going to happen when the wells went. I thought she was going to go up there, smash into the throne room, and then that would be it, kind of thing.
Yes. Right? Or why are you just destroying the city that you are wanting to rule?
She snapped. She became her father. And did you guys see the chat? Just a wildfire going off here and there that were left over from the Mad King?
Yep.
Yes, I did see that.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I thought I thought for sure when she locked eyes with Cersei, I thought for sure she was gonna go in for the kill. I thought that was it. It was over with. No, nothing.
No. You know what's great? Let's just give her a chance to escape. Like, she made it all the way down to the basement. Like,
seriously, how does the queen that everybody's after run around unprotected for that long and actually make it to a safe zone? How?
Poor writing. That's how.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. They may as well to end it that way. They may as well have let her escape and live to the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Like
really?
at this point, because if they're gonna give us such an anticlimactic end to this character, it's like they might as well just let her keep going. Like, come on, man. Like, really? I don't know, man. That's just me. I don't know, man. But you know, we got to see Joffrey go in classic fashion. I'm still sad about Tommen. The way he went out was just kind of like, damn, that was sad. But it was definitive. It went the way it needed to go. But you know,
that's what happens with a potato.
But with them, exactly. But with them too, it's like, I don't know, dude. I'm very about the way that went down.
So she gone full Mad Queen, which means she's pretty much gonna die at some point. The Kingslayer, he's dead. So who becomes the Queenslayer? I mean, you got Zach think it's gonna be John. I think it's gonna be Arya. What do you, Jeff and Shannon? Who do you think are gonna kill her?
I think it's gonna be Arya. I don't think it's gonna be John, dude, because somebody's got to rule. So they're not gonna. People aren't gonna accept him for killing her. I mean, maybe they might. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Maybe they might. Let me play devil's advocate. Maybe they might because of what they just saw that happened. Maybe
Shannon.
I still think Brandon's on the throne.
Oh Lord, here he goes. Shannon, what do you think?
I don't think Brandon's going to be on the throne. But I'm between Arya and John. I would say John.
You think John's going to kill her, huh? Wow.
Only because I think that Arya already killed the Night King. Sort of like, you know what I mean? Yeah, she already had a big moment.
The only other possibility that I can see is how somehow Sansa and Tyrion collaborate to kill her. That's the only other possibility I can see.
I mean, I like that one better.
Because we know Sansa doesn't like her. Now she has even more reason not to like her. We know Tyrion is going to be done because, I mean, she burned his own city down. So those two definitely got reason to see her gone so they could collaborate to see her get killed off. So yeah, wow. But even with all that, even with that possibly,
let's not forget something that Varys did during the start of the episode. He wrote to all the other lords in the realm, saying, you saw what he was writing, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So you got to remember all the other lords, all the other people that didn't fight in the north or maybe you're in the south or whatever, are all going to come to King's Landing now to see what's up.
Yeah.
Wait, Mia, you said that Dany's going to kill Jon? What? How? What? Huh? How? Why? I don't think.
How? Dracarys. That's how. No. Come on, Viper. Aren't you paying attention?
No, I don't think she's gonna roast Jon, and it's not gonna work anyway because it's a Targaryen, so that'll be kind of not happening. But why would she kill Jon? Like, I don't understand that.
Because he stands in because he has the
because he's the
higher claim because of.
I don't think so. I think that's a little far fetched because she loves him apparently.
Well.
So Zach, do you think those letters did get out to the lords? Because we did see him burning some of them.
We saw him burn one or two, whatever. We did see him right before, so I think the letters got out to probably enough people. As long as it gets out to one or two castles or one or two lords, whatever, then the word spreads, right?
Yes.
He knew that Varys knew that he was going to be executed. He knew.
Oh yeah, he was ready.
He already knew.
Yeah, he knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So what do we think happens with Grey Worm now?
Did he live?
He lives.
Okay. Did he get out of there? I thought he would die.
I thought he was going to too, man. But what's it called? Yeah, he's gone just as crazy as her. It's all an emotion, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all an emotion. And
he's not a regular Unsullied anymore. I mean, he was in love and right? So
yeah, he's beyond it. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure he made it. I'm pretty sure he was part of them when they were falling back and falling out of there. But
and we never saw what happened to Qyburn, right? He just kind of was like,
he pulled a Loki in Avengers Endgame and
Qyburn, no, dude, Qyburn was what's his name killed him. The Mountain killed him.
Yeah.
We did?
Oh,
On
that's
the
right.
freeway.
Okay, so I didn't
Freeway.
see it because my internet cut out
that's
for
right.
2 minutes.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he smacked him around. That was it.
So they were going when they were going down the stairs, he smacked him into the wall, and then he picked him up and chucked him, and that was it. His head was all
right.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna watch it again in an hour because it's recording right now on the cable. I was streaming before. Freaking streaming.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about things. So much happened. I forgot. But yeah, Clyburn. Yeah, he bit to death. That's right. I remember now.
Yeah. That was over for him.
Oh man.
I just think between the lords of Westeros and even across the sea, if the word gets out there, there's going to be enough support for Jon, and for Jon to take out Daenerys. I don't see anybody else killing for the arc. I just don't see it being Arya. I mean, yeah, if you want to subvert and make me upset, fine, make it Arya. But she's already had her moment.
That's the problem with you. You don't think it's going to be Arya because of your emotion. Like, but what your emotion is clouding your judgment.
I know it is, and it shouldn't. I'm sorry.
The most logical conclusion is Arya killing her. Like that's it. You saw her follow Arya? She almost killed Arya with that dragon fire, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And then she killed all those innocent women, children, and everybody else. Arya coming for her, bro. That's it.
Now, don't forget what Melisandre said to her, and when they were hanging out there during episode 3 about.
I remember that.
Blue eyes, brown eyes.
I did an image search to find out what color Daenerys' eyes. I couldn't find out a good picture. And does anybody know what color Daenerys' eyes are? I don't know.
They're not. I don't think they're green because I haven't heard spoke about.
I don't think so either.
Sansa has green eyes.
No.
Sansa has green eyes.
But Sansa's not queen though, so why would she kill him?
I know, but she betrayed Jon. She betrayed him twice. She actually betrayed the family once and Jon once. When she wrote the letter, when she was being held up there, and then literally 20 minutes after, okay, don't swear it, and she's like, yeah, I swear it, and then she's on, okay, hey Tyrion, what's up?
Oh.
What if there's another?
Oh, Sansa does have green eyes. Oh my. Okay.
I told you.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't.
What a twist.
I doubt that would be a twist, but they were so big on family the last episode. Why would she kill Sansa though? Like, that's her family.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with Michael on that one, man. I'm annoyed that Yara didn't get to kill Euron.
I know. I thought she was gonna come back, man, but nope.
At the very least, man. At the very least, it just kind of stab him one time and get back on the boat and go back. Just.
If we don't see Yara next episode, I mean, that obviously we won't see her.
Oh no,
it's the last one anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this last episode coming up will be the last chance to have everybody together, right? So
yeah, I mean, it is the finale.
Mm-hmm.
I am trying to find out what color eyes Daenerys has. I'm looking, man.
So here's a question. Actually, while you're searching for eyes, here's a question for Shannon and Jeff. What do all the Game of Thrones channels on YouTube do now?
They're going to talk about it for a while. They're not done yet, dude.
Yeah, they're not done, man. But they're going to be on for at least because they could. I've seen them make entire 20-minute videos based on 8-second trailers.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah,
they frame by frame.
Plus, there's a prequel coming, so
prequel next year. Yeah.
So they got plenty. They'll survive until then. They'll keep doing theories and throwing out different things. But no, I think it's going to be rough for them for a minute. Once the fanfare dies down for a little bit, they're going to have a tough time. So,
How many books are left technically? 2. There's Winds of Winter that he's still writing, correct?
Yep.
And I think there's another one.
I wonder if it'll still line up.
No, I don't think. I think the books will be completely different. Because in the book, there's no Night King. There's a Night's King.
Yeah.
I think the books will be good.
I think so too.
Well, yeah. I think it'll be good too.
Up until the point where the books ended, I preferred the book story.
Yes.
That's all we had. So we didn't have any more. So that's, but we'll see what happens. I'm just trying to process it, man. I think I really am. I mean, I'm on vacation right now, so I think I may actually have a freaking drink because I'm just.
You don't work tomorrow?
I normally have Mondays off, but I'm off until
vacation.
Wednesday, like the 23rd. I'm out.
Woo! So I'm on vacation. Yeah.
You filming stuff?
What's up? I mean, I'll be recording some stuff because I've got to do my. I'm having an existential crisis about this Pixel 3, so I got to film a video about that, and I've got a whole slew of stuff I need to take care of as well. So because I'm behind, man, but I'm trying to get caught up. I was supposed to be editing last night, and I was nah. We just chilled out, bro.
2 of my buddies went out and picked up Pixel 3s this weekend through Bell.
Dude, hey, it's really good, but we gotta stay on target.
Oh yeah, okay. Stay on target. I'm still waiting for that shirt to come in the mail.
Oh, but hold on. I'm gonna go off target again one more time. Viper, how you liking those shades, man?
Oh, the shades are great, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all good, dude. So now the cool thing is now I got a 10% off code. That's why I posted it on my Twitter. So it's good, man. Like anybody who wants those customizable shades, or actually 10% off of anything they order off their website.
Do they ship? Do they ship to the north?
I don't know.
Maybe. I gotta be careful since they're wood. I gotta be extra careful with them.
They're pretty dope though, man. They're polarized and everything, dude. So I've had mine. I mean, you've seen I've had mine for little over a year, dude.
Well, since I met you, yeah.
Oh yeah, you've been rocking them, bro. You've been rocking them.
Yeah, so they've been holding up really well, man. So far so good.
Yeah. So Shannon, what else you got for us?
What did we actually like about the episode? I have a couple things that I enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
Cinematography wise. Okay, so first the shot of like the dragon busting through the wall and
yeah, that was cool.
That was pretty epic, and that was like an interesting way because you see these two armies lined up here, and you're thinking they're gonna go at each other, and then the dragon just comes in, and it's just like all right, and then there's a couple really sick shots of like the battle, like when you see like it's a low camera and like angling up at Davos, John, and Grey Worm like in a row, and they're just leading the army through like down in King's Landing. You're just like what's gonna happen?
Oh yeah, I love the part when they were like John and Grey Worm were walking in front. They were just cutting soldiers down and they're like get them. Oh man, what man?
Laser Brain said should have just let the Night King have it. Oh man,
what did I like anything? What did I like? Oh man.
I agree with Shannon. I like the way that they strategized it as far as the battle went, because they let the dragon sort of do the heavy lifting, and I'm glad that she kind of learned the lesson. You saw she was flying low and then coming in out of the sun, and she was really using better tactics.
Oh yeah,
and going.
People are going to tear. People are going to tear that apart, saying, "Oh, they could shoot down last week, but not this week." Well, did you see what he was doing? Did you see what he was doing?
She was ready this time, because when they hit her last time, they weren't ready.
No.
Like there was a surprise that they were ambushed, and that's a big difference. This time she was ready for it, and she was, and Drogon was ready for it. They were both like in the zone. So,
man,
I also really like that shot of Arya and the Hound when they're walking into King's Landing, like through the masses, like there's fleeing masses coming this way.
Yep.
And then like Arya and the Hound are just like, yep. And they're just walking this way. The only thing I had and then they cut to Jaime, and Jaime's wearing like a shroud or whatever too, but I don't believe that. That's the thing that I didn't believe. I didn't believe that nobody would recognize him. He's one of the most recognizable characters in King's Landing, period. I don't care if you're wearing a shroud, you've got a metal hand, and somebody's going to recognize you.
Yeah. Well, in the panic of everything, I guess people didn't pay attention to details, and
I guess it was just yet another thing where I was like,
Now, there was a previous episode, or maybe it was a previous opening. I can't remember where it was, and I'm sure one of the channels I watch all the time will bring it up. But do you guys remember the overhead shot of Drogon, and you see his shadow, and then you actually see him? There was a previous episode or a previous opening that had that.
Yeah.
And I can't put my finger on where it was.
It was the vision, one of the visions that Bran had.
Okay, it was one of the visions that he had? Okay.
Yeah, where you see the dragon's shadow over King's Landing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was exactly the same. Okay.
Yeah, it was the same shot when I saw it. I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, Tech examines the same thing. Yeah, that's what it was. So we also saw in that vision as well when she was at the House of the Undying, where she was walking up to the throne but didn't quite touch it. Mm-hmm. And we thought it was snow, but obviously it's ash.
Yeah.
So you got to wonder if that scene's actually going to happen again or not. I don't know. So,
yeah, she burnt everything up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it did, because she just turned everything into ash. I mean, and she fulfilled that prophecy in that sense, which is, I'm just sad about that, man. I had high hopes for her, and it's just kind of sad the way this played out. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta pour one out for all the homies that went down in this episode, and then I gotta pour myself a drink, because Jesus, man.
All right, so let's talk about that. So we had the Battle of Winterfell in episode 3, where we thought a bunch of people might die, but like all the B characters died, nobody major died. And then in this episode, where I thought there'd be like a lot more deaths, who actually died? So Jaime died. The Hound died. I mean, the Mountain is the Mountain, but other than that, that's really it. Oh, 13. I guess if you that whole.
That's kind of a significant death right there.
Yeah.
Kyburn bit it as well.
Oh yeah,
Varys was significant in my eyes.
Yeah, no, me too. Because he was a good. I didn't like him like in the first like 1 or 2 seasons, but once I started getting the feel of what he was about, I actually liked him as a character because he was that person that was trying to do right despite who was on the throne. You know, so
I thought he would have more of a speech there before they barbecued him.
Yeah, I think Michael just hit the nail on the head right here. So the whole series is a tragedy. It's not meant to be happy. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got that. I figured it's not meant to be happy, but at the same time, can it make some sense? Because some of the things that happened tonight made no sense.
Well, I mean, next week is.
Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
No, go ahead, Jenna. Go ahead.
Strategically, it made no sense. Like, as soon as the bell tolls, why are you not going after the person and the thing, the throne that you came here to find? Instead, you're I'm just gonna burn the entire city filled with people that I intend to rule over. I'm just gonna I get why you went ahead and burned the edge, like all the scorpions on the edge. That made sense to me. Well, once she just starts going up and down the blocks and burning, I was just you're wasting your time.
She said so herself earlier that she's not loved by anybody in Westeros except for like a small group of people. I mean, she just
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you can instill fear upon the people. Which if I came in riding on a dragon and just killed your queen, I'm pretty sure you're going to be afraid of me. And eventually, they can grow to love her or at least respect her, which is good enough to rule. I just thought it was strategically not smart. And it wasted a ton of time.
Well, if anything, it turns the common folk and everybody that's there and in the South and all the other lords against her. And like I said, they're all going to rally to Jon's side, whether he likes it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So Candid Tech TV says that Dany is the new Cersei. I think after tonight, that's pretty accurate, man. I mean, she barbecued Varys without even blinking. And then she just mowed down a bunch of innocent women and children tonight. Like, my gosh.
Hey, before we go any further, you guys know Candid Tech TV, right? That's my dude. It's a cool channel.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, cool. Just making sure, man. Just make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, I don't know. This episode, like, the whole ending to this show is really, it's disappointing. It is disappointing.
Yeah. No, it was, man. I mean, it's good in a sense, like a visual piece. It was great. The battle was good.
It was in the light.
Yeah, it was good until it became bad. Like, once it took that turn to slaughter, that's kind of where I was just like.
Do you think they should have taken more episodes this season rather than 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stretch things out a little bit more.
Yes. I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say it. I mean, even before tonight, season 4, like the end of episode 4. Really didn't make much sense to me, like how they just got ambushed and then Missandei got beheaded. Like, what? Like, why? Like,
yeah, no, this is true, man. I don't know. It's the same thing. Mike saying in the chat, man, and Candy Tech TV. I don't know how they're gonna wrap it up in one episode. This entire story in one episode.
Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of plot holes and questions that they won't answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think a lot of questions are gonna be left in the open.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm just, dude. I don't know.
There's nothing that they can do next week to reconcile the mess that they made tonight. They made a mess tonight.
Okay, so the Golden Company laid down their arms, right?
No, that was the Lannister. So that was
the Lannister army.
Yeah,
the Lannister. That's even worse.
Yeah, the Golden Company got baked. They got all barbecued. They were done.
Yeah.
But that was the Lannister army that laid down their arms.
They came in like toasty. That's what happened there.
Literally. Barbecue, Golden Company. They all got BBQ'd.
Yeah, Golden Company had nothing.
But then they went ahead and killed them anyway.
Yeah.
Well, and then didn't Jon kill one of his own men? That was like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to rape that girl. Yep.
Yeah. That was a little bit.
Yeah.
Jon's a Boy Scout, man.
I know, but it was still like shocking. Like nobody ordered them to start slaughtering citizens.
Well, okay, so when they were standing with the two groups and everybody laid down their arms, whatever, who snapped first on Jon's side? It was Grey Worm, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
So he snapped on the ground, and Danny snapped up in the sky there. So
what set everybody off was when Grey Worm skewered the commander of the Lannister army. That's when it was on like Donkey Kong, so to speak. So
yeah, we already knew Grey Worm was going to lose his mind anyway. He was already mad. All he needed was a signal, and that was it.
Yep.
Once she started barbecuing people, he was like, oh, "That's all I need. Get him." Yep.
That's it, dude. Yeah, he was good to go, man. And he's in pain, which is the saddest thing. You know what I mean? Especially from somebody who's came up in a messed up way and then they just snatched that out of his hands like that. He wanted some get back. It's not gonna feel good, but yeah, he wanted some get back.
Yeah, he was mowing people down left and right. It was biblical.
So those elephants wouldn't have helped either.
No, they wouldn't have. No.
So predictions for next week. What happens? I guess we'll go down the line. Start with Mr. Viper.
Danny died. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
She will be assassinated
By Arya. You're predicting, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's your prediction? Okay. Anything else? Anything else significant?
I think that's it. After that, I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, there's Roberto. Yeah, no, that's I'm on the same page with Viper. I think Arya is going to do it. I think John's going to end up being on the throne, and I'm very in limbo about what's going to happen with Tyrion. I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Roberto, there's no might about it, Roberto. It's happening. This is going down.
Tyrion's going to be executed by Danny next week.
Hey, Danny, she won't even get the chance.
Hey, what's up, Travis?
Oh, we got Travis in here too. What's up?
Yeah, man.
Travis, we still trying to figure it out, Travis. We have no clue what the hell we just watched tonight, bro. Like,
Shannon, what are your big predictions for next week?
I don't got any predictions other than Danny's gonna die. I think Sansa might make it down to King's Landing. Actually, I don't know if that's a significant thing, except that I for sure think that Tyrion's gonna get. I think he's gonna get executed. But if anybody can save him, it's Sansa. And then Jon up on the throne is my.
I don't know. If Sansa went down there, I think she'd only go down there to piss on the ashes, if anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would Sansa go to King's Landing? But you know what? The more I think about it, I think you guys might be point. I think Tyrion might get executed next week. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be mad. That somebody needs to stop that before it happens. That can't happen.
What's that?
Tyrion getting executed. That's my dude, man.
Oh no, yeah.
No, he's gonna. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die.
You're probably right. They're the two. They are the two top characters in this whole thing. Is Danny and Tyrion. So
Bobby has a good question. Bobby has a good question here. What's the deal with Arya and the mythical-looking horse mate? Seriously, it was kind of weird, right?
I was hoping that horse would have had wings, bro. I was hoping it was Pegasus.
I thought she was hallucinating. I was like, oh no, she's breathing too much smoke.
Yeah.
She rode off into whatever the opposite of a sunset is.
Right.
Like, that's funny. Like, she rode off on her white horse. I'm like, that's interesting. Usually you ride in on the white horse. You don't ride off on the white horse.
So, do you guys remember when, what's the character's name with the red beard?
Tormund?
Tormund.
Okay.
Do you remember when Tormund, when they were saying their goodbyes, Tormund said, "You belong in the north. You should come to the north," when they were saying their goodbyes? I don't think Jon's going to take the throne. I think he's going to go back north. Like, be on the wall.
Maybe.
I think
he doesn't want it. Like, he doesn't want the throne.
Exactly.
But who's gonna? I think he's also.
Bran takes the throne. Calling it.
No,
dude, stop this madness. It's not gonna.
Yes.
The three-eyed raven is not taking the throne, bro. Just stop.
Let me tell you why it makes sense. Just hear me out. Bran knows the entire history of the world, of Westeros, and everything like that. And so he knows the mistakes that can and will happen. And he knows what's happened in the past. It makes sense. Seriously.
The only reason
I'll be here next week. I'll just tell you next week.
The only way it makes sense is that he's the last male heir of the Stark family, or whatever. Assuming John won't take it because he doesn't want it, which leaves Bran and Tyrion. And Tyrion's not going to take it either. So.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think if anything for Bran, the role I could see him playing, if they wanted it, would be to put him at the head of like the Citadel. You know what I mean? To overlook all the maesters and stuff. That'd be the dude to be there because physically he's still young, And with all the knowledge and wisdom that he now has, I think he'd be perfect for that role. You know what I'm saying?
So, oh no, I thought no, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. But actually, the actual next heir or next line to the throne now that Cersei is dead is Tyrion. He is the rightful successor to the throne. So technically, he is right now. He is the king of the Seven Kingdoms because he's the next Lannister in line to the throne. So theoretically, I mean, obviously, it won't make it this far because they won't even explore the possibility. But technically, right now, as it currently stands, Tyrion is the king of the Seven Kingdoms because he is the last survivor.
Is that how it works when a throne is when it's overthrown like that?
That's the succession plan. I mean, because right now we have Cersei with a Lannister, so we had a Lannister queen. So now that she's out of there, the next Lannister in line is Tyrion. So theoretically, he's the last surviving Lannister, which means he is the next in line to take the throne. Obviously, it won't get to that point because the story's going to go all over the damn place. But technically, Tyrion is the new king of the Seven Kingdoms. Technically,
I don't know. Roberto Blake has a problem with your theory here.
Roberto's, you're gonna make his head pop.
Well, Roberto, she took it, but she was queen, and the Lannisters were on the throne. So theoretically, Tyrion is the next Lannister, so he is the rightful king. Theoretically, technically, if you want to get technical, like I said, it won't get to that point because, like you said, you guys say he's going to get barbecue probably next week, but still.
But do you get to take the throne if you have to use a step to get up on it?
Hey, man.
I'm just
saying.
Just give that short then.
Yeah. I don't think it's, I mean, even if that was the case, man, I still don't think, I don't know, man. I don't think because he obviously doesn't even want it anyway. So, you know, I don't think that's going to be an issue.
And he already bent the knee to Daenerys too, so that wouldn't even.
Yeah, it's not going to be that's not going to be a thing.
Hey, me and Tekken never on the same page. Yeah, he bent the knee to Daenerys, so. Yeah. But I'm just saying, technically, he is the next person in line to the throne, according to the show. I don't know.
What if we're going to see Gendry again?
Who?
Gendry?
Oh,
the Lord of Storm's End.
I mean, maybe as like in a passing shot just to see what he's up to, but nothing major, no.
Well, he's probably still rowing.
Travis, you a fool.
Travis, wow. Yeah, there's a lot of barbecue going on at King's Landing, man. Whew, wow.
I know, man. I need to go get me some barbecue now.
Seriously, what the hell?
Terrible joke. Sorry, too soon. Hashtag too soon.
Hashtag too.
I can't wait to see what's trending on Twitter after tonight. It'll be.
Oh, dude, you can see it right now. It's.
I mean, it's probably did. Let's see what is on trending. Let's see, trending in the USA. Game of Thrones. Yep. Dany, Cersei, and Arya are all trending.
Yep. Not surprised.
And that's generally what happens on Sunday nights around here.
The Game of Thrones fans stunned after Battle of King's Landing. It took a turn for the worst.
Well, I mean, have you not watched the same show as all of us? Come on.
Well, Roberto, we were talking about earlier how Tyrion and Sansa might conspire against Daenerys now that she killed all those people. So it's still possible, Roberto. It's still possible, assuming that he doesn't get barbecued immediately next week.
Yeah, Daenerys definitely joined the dark side. I can feel her force powers growing.
Yeah.
She had to kill all those innocents to gain all the force powers, bro. Oh, Roberta, also pray for King's Landing.
Put an F in the chat for Kim.
I mean, do you rebuild or do you? I mean, what do the people do? I guess.
Say it again. Say it again, Shannon.
Let's get some F's in the chat for King's Landing.
Oh,
started.
So Roberto, you say that Jon was stepping to save Tyrion, but he didn't step in to save Varys. So I don't know, Roberto. I don't know.
I don't think that Varys and Jon had the kind of connection that Tyrion and Jon had.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they have much of a connection other than being bastards or perceived bastards, but maybe that would be cool. Wow. I don't know. So what else do we have to say about what happened tonight? I don't know.
There's only one episode left. Let that sink in. I'm gonna try to go through the entire series on my on-demand this week.
Oh, good lord, dude! I tried that. It took us a month, bro.
Just back to back, go.
Oh, dude, that's rough, man. Like I said, we did it in a little bit over a month. So, like, you know, I was telling my wife, I was like, you have a crazy perspective on this because she watched this entire series in the span of about 2 months. So 1 month for the whole rest of the series, and then right now she's watching this last series. So for a lot of the rest of us, we've been doing this for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just like so invested in it at this point. Dude, it's such a crazy perspective on the whole thing. So, but she has it all fresh. Like she has a whole story fresh in her head.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's insane, dude.
Mia has a good point here. What about the fact that Daenerys doesn't trust Jon anymore?
True.
I mean, that's pretty. I mean, she begged him, "Don't say anything," and then he goes off to the Godswood.
She
Blabs off
can't
to her.
do anything about it because he has manpower.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna upset the
It's
feminists.
true.
Watch out.
She can't do a
Is
damn
Melissa
thing.
Milano around here? Duck.
She can't touch John. So she knows she can't touch him. That's why she was terrified because she knows she can't touch John. She can't touch him.
Shannon, I know you watch Twitter. I know you saw the hashtag yesterday.
I don't want to talk. That's
We're not gonna
yeah.
go
Let's
that
not
way.
open that. Like, if you want to talk about that one,
A can of worms. Different stream, man. Different stream.
a different stream. Yeah.
I'm so glad I was busy getting Mother's Day stuff together yesterday because I did not have time for that.
I have no idea what y'all talking
What
about.
was it like? Why is he no longer like at the begin? I don't know. What is it like? Season 7, he was fine with her, and now all of a sudden he's not into her anymore.
Because he found out because it's his aunt.
Does that has that ever mattered in Westeros?
No, it hasn't to other families, but I mean, for Starks, the Starks don't marry together, right?
That's true.
I mean, that I think Varys or Tyrion said that last episode, right?
Oh my god.
Because they did all the fan theory when they were in the boat. They're like, well, let's just marry them together. Well, that's not normal for Starks, and right? Because that's the happy ending right there. You marry them together. She sits on the throne. He sits beside her, right?
No, why would he not just humor her? Like, she's clearly upset.
Yeah.
John's a Boy Scout. I mean, we saw it when they were in the Dragon Pit when Tyrion went up to him after and said, wouldn't it occur to you just to lie once?
Bruh.
Yes, just one time.
Right?
Bruh. If they marry John and Danny to end the show, I'm whooping somebody's ass. Like somebody get that.
It's not going to happen.
I'm whooping somebody's ass. I'll beat somebody down. Hey, no.
That's too convenient.
No, we're not doing that. We that ship is sailed. We're not doing that.
I don't even get why all of a sudden he's having a problem with it. Like, I get that there's the whole family and incestuous thing, but he's already crossed that bridge on multiple occasions. Like, at this point, really, bro, you've already been there. Like, what are you doing? What is you doing?
The issue is that when she wanted him to keep it secret and she wanted him to not to tell anybody, then his moral compass came in and he's like, oh, she kind of shady. She being kind of shady, so now he's like, you have to take a thought about it.
And that's the ultimate conflict. It's not the fact of getting together and the whole ancestral thing. I don't think that's the biggest issue. The big issue is that he's a guy and he has the bigger claim, right? I mean, that's the way it is.
Oh man.
And she's threatened because he has a better claim to the throne than she does. Even though he has said over and over again that she is the queen. But she knows that in the people's eyes, he's going to be the real king, and they're going to be held to pay when they find out that he is who he is.
Telling you, all those lords are going to come down that got those letters from Varys this last episode, and they're all going to back him, and he's going to be like, I don't want this. Right?
Gonna be a little too late by that point. All hell gonna break loose.
Yeah.
So, I think we've exhausted this week's episode of Game of Thrones, you guys. I don't know.
I'm going to go watch it again right now.
I already feel exhausted by it.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I gotta kind of digest it. Like, it's just one of them things.
I want to ask really quick. When are you due, Shannon?
August 27th.
Okay. And you've picked the name Zach. That's a good name.
Yeah, we thought that for a girl that would be a great Lena.
Oh, sorry, you're having a girl. I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait. You're gonna change your life. You're gonna love it.
It could still be a Z name, it could be like Zelda or something.
Yes.
That's a great name. I'll talk this over with my in-laws and we'll see. They enjoy that.
So Shannon, are you happy with the way that the final season of Game of Thrones is gone?
No, is a good no.
Like, no.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Shannon, I agree with Shannon. I'm not either. It went downhill. After the Battle of Winterfell, it went downhill.
From an entertainment aspect, I'm satisfied. From a writing aspect, and the more I think about episodes after, I'm just pissed off. So no, that's a no from me.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
Like the funny thing is, like everybody was pissed off about what happened to the Night King, but I was having the time of my life during that episode. That episode was amazing.
I was okay with it.
Yeah, I was okay with it.
Arya.
Because I never really took the Night King to be a major. I mean, I knew he was like a major plot thing, but I didn't like. He never talked. We never like found out how he felt. So I never was that invested in him. So when they killed him off, I was like, okay, cool, we can move on to the real deal. But ever since that episode, they just taking a nosedive.
Yeah, dude, this is. Oh man, I'm like I said, dude, I'm gonna have a drink, bro.
But we got one more time to do it next week, and then it's over. It's all over. Wow,
man.
Wow,
yeah, dude, I can't. It's man, I'm not ready, man. My body ain't ready, Viper.
I mean, I'm just sad that the ending can be really very anticlimactic. Like I said, I don't know what can happen next week that can justify a good ending. I just don't.
John goes north. Bran's on the throne.
Okay, here you go.
Hey, Viper.
Yo,
what battery percentage you got left on your Pixel right now?
Oh, I haven't even been using it much today. To be honest with you,
okay.
Pretty high. Yeah, it's up there because I haven't really been using it too much. But the battery life is legit, dude. Whew.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
That battery life is legit, no doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah. All right. Well, you all, thank you for tuning in to the live stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Thank you to Zach, Jeff, and Shannon for joining me.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
We got one more time to do it, you all. We will be back here one more time next Sunday night, and then it's all over with. Like, wow, I have to bring the Kleenex, but I would probably be too pissed. I'll probably be too pissed off, but yeah. But yeah, until next Sunday. Oh God, I cannot believe this is the way really.
Because we're too sad. We're too sad for that hype. Man.
We're gonna end this whole thing with Cersei getting caved in by.
I'm gonna order some barbecue.
Stop this shit. To the next one. It's your boy Viper, the man about tech. You know where to find me. So come back.